So today we'll be creating this animation with the loading bar and the landing page animations like this. Hi, this is Happy Designs. Let's get started. Okay, to start today's animation, we will be requiring again a few of the things. One, the Figma software and the Figma file on which I'm working. You can always download the same file from the description. I always share the files in my videos. You can always go ahead and download. Let's jump into that. And if you remember in my previous videos, I was using the animation technique with the frames. Like I used to duplicate the frame and then do the animation by prototyping. You can always go ahead, in previous videos I'll be linking them into the description. You can always go ahead and check that way also, but today we'll be going to animate with the help of components. So that's a whole different way. With this way it's much more easier to reuse the animations, also much more easier to add it in the future. Let's assume you are making a product properly and you are creating some animation for some component, and in future you need to change the animation or you want to edit something. It gets easier to do the stuff with the help of components. So today we'll be doing it with the components. Let's jump into that. Okay, let's do it with the start with the CTA first. I'll copy. I press Option or Alt on Windows and then just drag the CTA or any other section. It will just duplicate it. Okay. If I press Command Alt K, it will change it to component. Command Option K, or in the Windows you can press Command Control Alt K. I'm sorry, I'm using Mac, so it's quite difficult for me sometimes to remember the shortcuts for Windows also, though I was using Windows for a long time in my career. Okay, so here's the component we have created. Okay, so if we right click on that, here in the main component we have add variant. We need to click on the add variant. So we have the two variants for the same component. Let's change the color for this CTA cover. Fair enough, right? So how we'll be going to do it? If I hover on this CTA, it will change the color, and if I leave, it will move back to the original state. Okay, so let's prototype. It's while hovering. Let's keep it 500 milliseconds. Fair enough. Smart animate. And once we mouse leave, then change to the default one, smart animate. Fair enough. Smart animate, ease in, ease out, and 500 milliseconds. Okay, let's copy, Command C, right click, paste and replace. Okay, so this way we'll be able to replace our normal sections with the components. Okay, let's play it. Let's see how it goes. See, now I hover on that and it changes its color. So we can use the same component here also. So let's copy, right click, paste and replace. Okay, here it's working. Cool. Now we'll do the landing animation here. Let's start with this one. Here I'm using a video which is masked with this rectangle here. Okay, again Command Option K to convert it to a component, then right click and main components and add variant. Okay, so we want it to from hidden to show. Okay, once I'll reduce the mask, so it actually opens like something is coming from bottom to up. So it's more like opening a mask. So after closing the mask, I'll double click on 0 so that I can reduce the opacity to 0. Okay, let's copy this, paste and replace. Now we'll prototype again. Me personally, I prefer to do the prototyping on click beforehand just to check how it works. Then I move it to the after delay. That's my personal choice to do the work. You can always do it with the like after delay in the initial step also. That's all your call. Okay, so let's keep it maybe 1.5 second. Then back to on click, same. Fair enough, right? So as now I know this animation is working properly. Now I'll move the animation on click to after delay. Right, this way I feel it's more easier for me to see the animation instead of playing the same frame and again and then checking if it's working or not. So I personally feel this is more easier approach for me. So here now it's after delay and we want it to pop up right away. That will be 1 millisecond. Okay, so we are done with this section. Now let's move to this one. I'll copy this whole. Again command option K, then right click, main component, add variant. So here we have 4 layers, 1 2 3 4, right? And I'll be creating 5 layers because I'll be starting with 0, like there isn't anything on in the frame, then first layer, second layer, third layer, and then the fourth layer. Okay, so once you add one variant, there you can get there you will be getting one plus icon also. So you just need to click on that plus icon to add the variant. Now we have 5, right? 1 2 3 4 5. Perfect. So in the first one we want everything to go 0. One more thing here, in all the variants I want to keep content because I'll be moving the content from outside from the frame, so that we can showcase the animation like it's coming from bottom to up. Okay, so let's select all of them, move out of the frame, double click on 0 so that the opacity is 0. Okay, so first frame after the loading, this the main the first line will be coming up from the bottom and the rest of the stuff will be outside of the frame again, and 00 to opacity 0. Same process we will be repeating for other frames. This also. Now there you go. Okay, all good. Now we'll do the prototype here. For now I'll keep the on click, but we'll keep it like 700 milliseconds. Again on click 700 milliseconds, on click 700. And like I told you in my previous videos, I always prototype my last layer to the first layer, right? So you know the reason. If you want to know why I do that, you can again check my previous videos to know that. Right, so let's copy this, paste and replace. Okay, very small there. Okay, now let's copy this, paste and replace, and let's check. Okay, all good. Now we'll change except this one, everything from click to after delay. Now only we are left with this the header part. So the header part we'll just move it out, and then let's Command Alt K, then right click main component, add variant. Okay, same for this one. I'll keep the clip content, then everything out of the frame with 00. Okay, now we'll prototype it again from here to there. Let's keep it after delay 0 seconds, 700 milliseconds, more than enough. Then as usual, it's my habit connecting everything back to everything. Command C, right click, place and replace. We have this animation working properly, we have this animation working properly, then we have this animation working properly. Perfect. So now we don't want everything to be running like simultaneously. That will be too much going on for the front page, right? So how I feel would be the right approach. We'll animate the header first, then we'll animate our text here, then we'll animate our video here. So we'll go with the hierarchy. Okay, so how we'll be doing it? This is the menu. Basically it will be loading without any delay at all. Okay, then we want this to animate, but we want the delay here because we want the menu to animate first. So that will be running for 700. We'll be adding the 800 millisecond delay here. 100 millisecond won't even make any difference here. Then we want our video to be running. So 700 above, then 800 below. Okay, then here we have to wait for 1500 milliseconds. Okay, let's check how it works. It's working fine. To me it feels it's totally fine, right? So we have animations going on. Now I'll be adding one more frame here. Let me add. I'll tell you why I'm adding that. Why I'm adding that? Because I'll be adding this progress bar here up front. Once the progress bar is done, then we'll move it to this landing page with the whole animation stuff and all. Okay, so we need the animation bar first. I'll create. Okay. Okay. Here. Okay. Now we'll prototype it. Here we go. Let's Command Option K, then right click main component, add variant. So initially we want the bar to go like very low, then we want it to go full size, whatever is the size, 500. Okay, now let's prototype it. After delay, let's keep it maybe 0 obviously. Then smart animate duration, will keep it for 2 seconds as it's a loading screen. Okay, now what I'll be doing is I'll be adding one more frame here in this way. Then we'll copy paste here. So basically once this whole animation is done, we'll prototype this whole frame to our new frame, to the frame which we originally created with all the animations and all. right? Again, that will be after delay. This whole bar thing will be going on for like 2 seconds. We'll keep the delay for 2500 milliseconds, because the animation, the loading animation will be running for like 2000 milliseconds, right? And the duration will keep it 1 millisecond. We can keep it instant also. Okay, let's see how it goes. So the loading animation completes, then all the landing animations are coming up. Here we go. We are good to go with this tutorial for the day, and I feel you have learned something today, maybe something new. So even here, if you see, the hover animations is working properly fine. In the future, after this tutorial, we'll be going with the same design. I'll be adding a couple of more sections underneath, and we'll be exploring the on scroll animations in our next video. And also I'll be adding the Figma file, which I'm using currently, in the description. You can always go ahead and check. I have created a couple of more videos for the basic landing page animation, which was obviously the different way to do it. That was more like frame variant. This is more like component variant. You can always go ahead and check. Let me know if you like it. If you need any help, always let me know. I'm here to help. You can text me on my Instagram, or you can even comment below. I'll be here and I'll be reaching out to you guys. Thank you.